Hi, guys. Did it count down already?
Yes.
Oh, hi. How you guys doing? Hi, Roberta and Kathy Girl and Annette. Hey, I'm glad to see you guys here because when we first went on, we grabbed the wrong link. Hi, Thelma. And there was no one chatting. Bryce said, "Do you want me to go on?" I said, "Well, I suppose." Then he said, "Oh, okay, everything's all right. I had the wrong link." So, whew, I thought for a minute I had nobody. All right. So let's just jump right into things. We got 5 cards to do tonight on a Thursday. So let's take a look at what we're going to make. We're working with the Autumn Dreams card kit by Hunkydory. And okay. Yeah, so I was scared too, Annette. So once again, so we're going to make 5 cards and let's take a look at what's in our kit because we have some rather unusual supplies today. We have, I loved the sunflower paper and I just really needed an opportunity to use it. So I will, bye Thelma, enjoy the debate. I was just watching the January 6th hearing and running out here after I wasn't up early enough to see it when it was actually on, so I was just watching it now. Okay, so we have our card kit itself with the beautiful sunflower patterns and the gorgeous fall fields. So we got that. We have 2, I think they're 7x7, 2 7x7 mirror boards and 2 A6 mirror boards. This is what's unusual. We took the parchment pack for this kit and we cut up some pieces of the parchment just, hi Catherine, just so that we could play a little bit with that paper. Of course we have envelopes, of course we have our cards. It looks like we have 3 European A6 and 2 5x7s. So let's just jump right into things here. Set those envelopes aside and let's just jump right in here. Hi Ruth, good to see you, friend. Okay. This is just such a pretty fall kit. I love it. I love the sunflowers. You just gotta have sunflowers, but look how pretty these are. Here's our foiled cardstock, the beautiful foiling in the corner. And then we have this small and maybe just a little bit challenging topper there in the corner because it's small. It's a little bit, I had to think about what to do with that. Then we've got this beautiful fall meadow and 2 homesteads off in the distance. And then we have our pretty toppers who have more close-up views of each of those homes, plus the sunflowers. Okay, so that's what we're going to use for our paper. And let's start. Oh, why not just jump right into it? Let's start with that one I said I thought I found a little bit more challenging in this corner. So what I'm going to do with this one to begin with is I'm going to go ahead and cut this down and I'm going to layer that on some mirror board to create my own topper out of it. Where is my paper cutter?
What did you do with that?
I don't know. Is that the stained one? Yeah, I have to have that one. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to trim this topper to Yeah, I think I can trim it a little bit more. I'm going to go to about 3¼ inches to get the more intensely colored sunflowers instead of kind of the soft pattern in the background. And I'm going to trim this to about 4 inches. Yeah. So this piece ends up being 3¼ by 4. And I took that right off the corner. And now I'm going to take one of my smaller European A6 mirror boards, and I'm going to put that onto my mirror board. Oh, I didn't tell you, you also get foam squares and 2 pretty pieces of ribbon in this kit also. So you get a little bit of everything. It's not an expensive kit though. Can you link this kit for me? Oh, I talked to Glenn last night, guys. I know you guys were worrying about him. So I called him up and said, your crafty friends have been worried. Where are you? He's been in harvest. And he said he'll be back on Saturday. They finished harvest, the larger part of it last night. I'm sure he still has finish up work he needs to do. And he was pleased that everybody was asking about him and kind of felt a little honored, I think, that everybody was worrying where he was. And he said, tell everybody not to worry about me. I will be back on Saturday. So there we go. That's where Monsieur Glenn is. Okay, gonna fold my card. And I just put this parchment paper right down with my tape. And you know, it looks fine. If I really worry, you know, if you're worried about tape lines, I really don't see anything significant to worry about. But if you're worried about tape lines, you can always run it through a Xyron machine or use larger adhesive. Well, you told me last night he needed to finish the beans yesterday because there were supposed to be 35-mile-an-hour winds today. So at least beans, but I'm not sure what else. He has a large farm, so I'm not sure what else he farms. He was very tired, I could tell, and I didn't want to keep him on the phone. So I didn't ask him a lot of questions. I just told him I was calling as a delegate on behalf of Crafty Friends to ask him, what's going on with you? How come we're not seeing you? And he says now that he's done with harvest, he can get back to his card making. So there we go. So yeah, for $11.99, you're getting this kit that has all these specialty supplies in it. So I think that's pretty good. We're using our, let's go ahead and put, well, we need to wrap this with ribbon. I'm going to take a small piece of my ribbon and I'm going to wrap that corner. Now, there's a couple different ways I can do this. I can put tape on it and wrap the whole thing, but since I just have one little piece to do here, I'm going to grab my Scotch tape, which I have handy, and I'm just going to wrap it around the corner and tape it. So there we go. We've got our pretty orange wrapped around the corner. And we're going to go ahead and put this up on some foam, which I should have somewhere handy here. Okay. Oh, still on his holiday with them. Well, it's no wonder he was tired. Oh boy. See, it doesn't take much encouragement, guys. I can get very inappropriate very quickly. Oh, but we're a PG rated show, so I better be good. Kathy girl, I saw your phone call. I haven't listened to it yet. I stayed up late working last night and I slept late, so I haven't called you back yet, but I will. All right. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put this kind of towards the top, and I'm going to leave a little extra on the bottom to go ahead and put my bow on. Grab my bow maker. And I'm going to make a 4-5-4. This is not a big card, so it doesn't require a big bow. We're using that beautiful woven iridescent ribbon. Isn't it just gorgeous? It's so sparkly. I just love it. Okay, I wrapped around 4, then went to 4 on the left side. I came back to 5, and went to 5 on the left side, because what you do on one side, you got to do on the other. Then I finished off by coming back to 4 and wrapped 4 on the left side, went down through the hole, back up through the 0, and tied off in a simple square knot. I'm going to, I think I'm just going to put regular tails on this, because a sunflower is a less formal kind of flower, and I want my bow to be consistent with my card decorations. So I'm going to pull my tails down, pull my bow off, and there is our wonderful little bow. I have my best glue ever here, so I'm going to put a little best glue ever on here. I'm twisting my cap. The cap in this top, this cap, well, it is a cap. The inside, the white part, there's actually a needle in there that goes down in the needle nose of your glue bottle to really seal it. So when you have these little, whether you're using the Ranger cap or whether you're using the cap from Scrap Perfect, it actually goes right in there to seal off your glue and keep it fresh. And then you just twist it back in place. So it keeps your glue nice and fresh. And we're going to go to our topper sheet for the first time, and we're going to pull off our many happy returns. I'm going to put a foam square on that many happy returns. And I'm going to put that right over my little ribbon coming around the corner. We'll set this aside and let it dry. And when dry, it's going to look just like this. So we have our first card done. Let's do another of our parchment next. I want to do the sunflower. This is the one that I just couldn't wait to try, because I think that sunflower paper is so beautiful. We want to get one of our European A6 card blanks here. We're going to get another piece of our European A6 paper. Brittany may not have realized I put gold under there. Maybe I should I don't think she did. So what I think I'm going to do is we'll compare putting it on top of gold versus just putting it directly on the card. How about that? Let's do that. Because I don't think Brittany realized I had one in there, and I need that piece for another card. So instead of putting it on top of the gold, this time I'm just going to put it directly on the white after I move my silver hair off my card. I swear I think I send my DNA to everybody. Okay. I have a family Catherine, that all loves Hallmark Christmas films. I can watch about one, maybe two of them, and then I have to watch movies of people blowing things up. Because it's just a little too sweet for me sometimes. And I know Americans love Hallmark Christmas movies. We just do, most of us. And then there's some of us. Okay, I'm going to do my best to line this up. There we go. Oh, that worked well. And that's beautiful, actually. And there's no trim off. That is a close fit. Let's look at the difference between the two. One has a slightly yellow cast where I've put it on top of the gold. And actually, I think when I put it on top of the gold, I actually see my tape lines just a little bit more because they reflect back from the mirror board. But when I put it directly on the paper, all that happens is I intensify those colors. So it's really a matter of personal choice. Do you want to put it on mirror board or not? Okay. All right, let's get this little border off of here. Now we're going to use this border over and over again. So we need to remember our rule here with this border. I only use as much as is going to show. So I'm actually going to cheat a little here. I'm going to put my border on, but instead of, and I'm going to get the "You Are My Sunshine." My Bryce's mom used to sing that all the time to Jordan when she was little. More so Jordan. She had moved on to other things by the time that Lauren came along, but she sang that to Jordan all the time. So I'm going to just cut myself a couple little pieces of this ribbon, and I'm going to put that down. And because I just want to make this ribbon last as long as possible, this little border piece. See? If it's not going to show, it doesn't have to be there, right? Well, Annette, it's just one more example, hon, of you and I being twins. My idea of Christmas movies is, what's the Bruce Willis movie? Die Hard. Die Hard, that's a Christmas movie. So if they make me watch Hallmark, I make them watch Die Hard. Because it's Christmas. Yeah. It's all a matter of what we all like. Everybody gets their turn. But given their druthers, they'll leave it on Hallmark all season. Okay, I'm going to put a couple foam squares on this one. Oops. Well, I only meant 2, but it gave me 3. But look how beautiful this card is with just a minimum of effort, guys. People get intimidated by parchment. They say, I just don't know what to do with it. Well, first of all, you just do what makes your heart sing. And you don't get, you did get that a little uneven. Let's move that just a little. It needed to move a little more towards center. Okay, there we go. And you get one that's not quite as shimmery without the mirror board behind it, but it also doesn't show the tape lines at all. So you really kind of have a choice there. So there we go. That's 2 down. Let's see how our ribbon is doing. Did it get dry? When we use our little tiny lines, yeah, that looks pretty good. When we use our little tiny lines in our glue bottle, they dry really quickly. I do like that. And there's our first card finished with our little bow on it. So that looks cute. All right. Next, I have this cardstock sheet still sitting here in front of me. So let's go ahead and do this one next. We're going to need an A6 piece of Mirri. We're going to use this leftover strip. We're going to use a European A6 card. Don't know how it got clear up there. I'm going to cover my card using my mirror board. Whew. God loves some good James Bond. James Bond, Mission Impossible, all those good ones. I've seen the Terminator movies at least 1,000 times. When they come on, we still watch them. One of the ones you don't hear as much about that I truly love is Pacific Rim. Not as much the second one, but the first one. Love Pacific Rim. Love Iron Man, the original Iron Man. You gotta love action movies. I especially love action movies where they use rock music. That really appeals to me. Okay. All right. We're going to run out of this wide tape one of these days since craft style isn't around anymore. We're going to run out of this wide tape and we'll all be forced to use the narrow stuff because I haven't found any supplier of this tape yet in the US. I've looked and looked and I have not found it yet. If you guys find it somewhere, let me know if you see it anywhere, but I grew to love it, and now our supplier's gone, so what do we do about that? Okay, there we go. All right, well, got a little notch in there yet. There we go. Okay, clean up my cutting job there. I'm going to wipe off my fingerprints on my Mirri because it's really a mess. All right. And I'm going to go ahead. We know that my card is 4 1/8 wide, so I'm going to cut this to 3 7/8 by 5 5/8 to fit on top of my card nicely. Okay. Hello, Betty G. Okay.
Good night, Catherine.
You headed to bed? All right. Good night, Catherine. Thanks for stopping by to chat. Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and make some tape flags here. So we can get this on our mirror board straight. That's the goal anyway. Let's go ahead and put this down to our mirror board. There we go. I know I'm going fast here tonight, guys, but since I know none of you have this card kit in hand, you guys, when you're playing this back to make your cards, I should have actually put this on while it was off before I glued it down, but that's okay. I should have actually, what was I gonna say? Oh, I know I'm going fast, but I know that when you get your kits, you can always stop and rewind and come back to things. So I'm just whipping through them tonight. Okay, that little angle cutting there's why I should have done that differently if I'd have been thinking, but I wasn't. So I'm going to mirror, I'm just kind of mirroring the angle in this stripe. Okay, yeah, just about everybody should be getting orders here soon based on the number of boxes that Bryce and Ashley sent out. Bryce took them to the post office. Ashley got them all ready to go. He came up and said, "What are you doing to us? 7 boxes of mail, Deborah? 7?" We love sending it to Annette. Got a little bit of glue on my mirror board, so I'm going to clean that up with a little baby wipe here. And just dry it off with my hand. And then I have no messiness anymore. My cleaning cloth. All right, there we go. Okay, I'm going to use my special day tag on your special day on the top of this card. And I'm going to use this beautiful sunflower. I'm going to put this here. The sunflowers don't look particularly directional, but if you look at them closely, there's a stem here, so they are directional. Be sure you get them right side up. They're a little deceiving because of the way that sunflower blooms, kind of the heads fall over because of the weight of the seeds in them. So they're a little deceptive to find the top. I'm going to go ahead and put this right here. And then I'm going to put a couple foam squares under on your special day. Oh, I have seen them, Betty G. Yeah, I have seen that advent calendar. Okay. And I will put this right here. We have a huge order that just came in that includes new Hunkydory. And we have tons of other new stuff coming in. The bear's getting in the garbage. And there we go. That's number 3. We're whipping right through these tonight. Here I was concerned about getting 5 cards done on a Thursday night. We're not going to have any trouble. No trouble at all. Okay, we got to lay this one out. We're going to have one of these go up and down, and one of these goes side by side. I believe this one of these I cut down a little bit to make that happen so I could get 2 5x7 cards here. And let's see, let's start with the up and down one. But they're going to go like this. And we'll see how much, get our 5x7 card out here. So to remind you that if you see something like that, advent calendar that you want, I can always get you those things. Okay. I'm going to put some mirror board on here. Okay, I have just a little bit of white showing at the top, so I'll probably trim that just a bit. Tiny bit of white, see, just a little bit there. I'm going to trim that down so that my mirror board looks good. I'm going to take this cardstock now, and my card is 5 inches wide, so I'm going to cut this to 4 3/4 inches by 6 3/4 inches. I just trimmed my card, so I'm going to make it just a tad under that. And then it's a perfect fit on my card. Okay, we're going to split our frame. Actually, oh good, I didn't put it down yet. I need to put my ribbon on first. I'm going to split my frame. I'm actually just going to glue down the outer 2 rings, and I'm going to put the inner one on some foam squares. I'm going to give myself a little bit of a tail here when I tie this one. I'm going to tie another 4x4 because I'm going to wrap this bow around the corner of my card. going to pull that up onto my comb. I'm going to tie this off in a half knot. If you are curious about making this bow, be sure you check out our bow making classes online. I'm going to pull off my bow, and I have a perfect little 3-leaf bow there that's so pretty. I'm going to wrap this around the corner of my card. Often I will put tape under it, but sometimes I just Scotch tape it in place. Keep it from moving. This will all be on the inside of the card, so I'm going to trim off that end, and I'm going to come with that end over here, where I'm going to put a nice pretty little wrap around this corner. There you go. And now it's ready to put down to my card. Well, that's one way to get your room cleaned up, Annette. You just don't get to open your new box until your room is clean. That's pretty good.
That in place here.
What's no, you don't get to put that in place here.
Because you're supposed to be twins.
He says we're supposed to be twins. I need to institute that here. I have to clean up my desk before I can have anything new.
I think everybody would agree.
Okay. Make sure I have no adhesive there. I don't. Okay. Set this down on my card. Get it right where I want it. Pull my strips out. I have a nicely centered card that way. I'm going to put my frame down. And I'm going to put some glue on my frame. Come on. Come on. I left it open. Need my shock collar back. Okay, come on. Oops, did I just start getting some? No, I need a pen. Oh, wait, maybe I just got it. I think I just got it. There it goes. Okay, I'll put this down at the top, kind of slightly underneath that bow there. This looks pretty just by itself. I want to point that out before I actually, just kind of framing that house looks pretty too. You could do that if you wanted to, and then use your topper for yet another card. Because it's actually really quite pretty. I still have an extra piece of, I have some parchment paper that I gave you to put inside your cards if you wanted to. Let me see if I want to make an extra just for fun. I think maybe we should. Maybe we should do that. Let's just make an extra card, kind of impromptu, huh? We have a European A6 right here. I'm going to leave that just the way it is because I think that's actually quite pretty. That's the original. That's the new one. We're going to get 6 cards. You won't have 6 cards in your kit. You'll have 5, but we're just going to make an extra here. Why not? We're running really short. We're going to be done in a little over an hour tonight, so. Okay. I'm going to put this piece of parchment that I had included to stick inside one of your cards right onto, stop it. Well, maybe I'm not. I just stuck it in my tape accidentally. Stop it. Let go. Let go, let go, let go. May have it all wrinkled up. Okay. Well, it is going to be wrinkled up, but we started it. We're going to finish it. That was not one of my better moves. I got it too close to the tape. Okay, let's try this again. Paper's wrinkly, but I'm hoping that if I glue it down nice and tight that the wrinkles won't show. Actually, they're not bad at all, and my topper's going to go there. Okay, whew. I have a tiny piece of ribbon left over from my last card. I think I'll just tie a little, it'd be fun here would be some corner stickers. Whew. Okay. Oh, here we go. Just grabbing the sheet of corner stickers here. So we're doing this little impromptu thing here. I have those corners. These are even tinier. Oh, this one's not so bad. Okay. Just grab a couple corner stickers here and put on, because why not? We're just doing impromptu art here. That really picks up the foiling on our topper. Okay, Roberta, I'll check it out. Is it a finger lift tape? Whew. Okay, so we got that. Just to add a little extra. There we go. I'm going to tie a little simple bow because I think that's what I have room for. Okay. I'm going to do a four and four. That's going to be a tiny bow. Oops. Let's try it again. Okay. 4, 4, down through the hole, back up between, tie a half knot, and tie it off. Just a tiny little bow, but it's a bow out of leftovers. That's cute. Okay, I get one extra little card here. Just a few corner stickers and a bow out of a little leftover piece. We'll put this up on some foam squares, and then we'll do our last card. Hi, Mary R. So now you can get a 5th card out of your kit, or a 6th card out of your kit if you want to add one piece of cardstock, some little corners out of your stash. We'll put a little bow on it, and I think it's actually really cute for an impromptu. We just did this card. I'll put that kind of right up on the, and get some glue on here. All right, we'll let that dry. Well, usually it's really easy to get that pen in there, but struggled a little tonight. So that's pretty cute for our impromptu card, I think. We'll set this aside and let that dry. And let's do our last card. That would have had plenty of room for sentiment if you wanted to die cut a little sentiment or put a sentiment sticker. All right. Let's do our last card. We have one more piece of parchment left. Okay. Fold my card blank. Put some tape on it. These little fall cards would be great for fall birthdays. It'd be great for Thanksgiving cards. They'd be great for somebody like Glenn who just finished harvest, wouldn't they? It'd be great for that. Especially since they have the cans of sunflower on them. All right. Go ahead and put our mirror board down. Good night, Ashley. Trim off our extra. And just a tiny bit on my backer here. And my fold line needs to be trimmed. Use my cloth and wipe my finger marks off of it. Oops. I do have a little bit of. There we go. Okay, trim that up. Now, Actually, I didn't have to cut down my card because I have 7 inches left. So let's move these stickers back out of the way so I can get to my paper cutter.
Roberta says we're out of 8x8 Gold Mirri.
Okay, I'll get more. Whew. All right. Whew. 4.75, 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. That looks good. I'm going to break the frame in 3 pieces this time. This would be a great shaker card if you wanted to do that as a shaker. Be pretty to put some little leaves and things in here, wouldn't it? I'm not doing a shaker card, but you could easily make this into a shaker if you wanted. I'll start with my outside rim. I'm using 1/2 inch squares, so I'm going to trim my 1/2 inch squares in half so that they're easy to apply. And I'm just going to go around my ring here and set this up on some foam squares. Do I ever get bored doing cards? When I get bored doing cards, I do something else. So that's where, I think it's fun to interject doing another project, maybe something that's 3D. Use the same supplies in a different way. So I'll make I don't know if you guys remember that Get Well card or other things. I will look at new card designs. Sometimes I like to do wall art kinds of things. So there's lots of options that are available, but I usually like to try a new style when I start getting bored. I usually don't get too bored though. I like making cards. I like the fact that they turn out really cool. I like the fact that people like them and they like to receive them. And I like the fact that they're quick. Quick and easy to do. The only time I really risk boredom is like when I do the entire Craftaganza kit and do all 40 cents. That's when I kind of risk getting bored, is if I have a huge production like that I need to do. I like your idea, and make an album. Yeah, that's it's time to do something different with the same supplies then. I'm putting my glue on the paper just inside the ring instead of putting the glue on the ring, because then I won't get it all over my outer ring when I put this one down. So that's a real time savings usually to get that put in on the, there we go. Put that on directly on the backer paper instead of on the ring. I need to make sure that everything looks correct. It's all even. I'm going to put some foam squares on this one. I'll use up these I cut in half. Roberta sent me a beautiful card from the Heartfelt Creations Angel set. Really pretty, Roberta. I don't think I told you that, but it was really pretty, fun to receive. Okay, so just stick a few of these on here. I like this one with the ducks and the chickens and stuff in the foreground. It's fun. Sheep and back in the pasture. I need to tape this down to my card. And we will have finished 6 cards. Actually, let's see, were you first? You were first, I believe, because I didn't go get my mail out of my mailbox timely. I got another one that wanted to be the first Christmas card during our Crafty Friends gathering that we had. And she brought me a Christmas card too. So I've gotten 2 Christmas cards already. And it too is beautiful. Okay. Teresa, that's her name. All right. Here's our final card. So let's look at what we've just made in 1 hour. We made 6 cards. Whew. Oops, this one doesn't have, I'll have to show you this one without the bow because we were too quick on the last card and this one isn't dry yet. But we made this one and it'll have a bow at the bottom. And we made this one where we just highlighted the picture in the background. And we made this one. And we made this one. So 2, 4, 6 cards today in an hour. So there we go. That is our meadow cards. Let's take a look at what's coming up. Oh, by the way, you still have 1 sheet of parchment left. So you can either save it for another project or you can put it inside one of your others. So I think I might just put this right inside here. Now, probably I will have to, I'm guessing if I put this parchment in here, I'm going to need to sign this with a Sharpie because the parchment's going to resist ink, I believe. It's kind of glossy. So I think that the parchment is going to resist ink. So just use an alcohol marker, a Sharpie or intensity marker or something of that nature. And it should sign just fine and dry just fine. But we'll just put that right inside there so we have a pretty signature panel. And it looks like it's just a itty bitty bit big, so I'm going to trim that off. There you go. So that was a nice batch of cards for the time we spent. You do have a couple of extra blooms on your sheet. If you don't have another plan for these, I would just pop these out and put them inside some of the others. So we have 3 little blossoms. They don't have any words on them, just the blossoms. Actually, this one did. This one said especially for you on it. So we'll save those. And let's take a look at what we have coming up for you. Excuse me? Oh, hi, Irene. We're just wrapping up here, and we're going to take a look at what we have coming up on Saturday. I love this kit. Let's link this one too, babe, if you would, please. This one is Merry Christmas, My Dear. And it's from the Festive Style collection of Craftaganza.
That's this one?
Yep. Merry Christmas, My Dear. $17.99. And you're going to get several cards here. Let's look. Okay, we have that. Here, let me do this one while you're closer in too, because it's really cute. Merry Christmas, my dear. We got 4 from the Merry Christmas, My Dear set. Your kit, of course, will include the mirror board, the ribbon. Here is, this is from Peace on Earth. Love this one. It's beautiful. Here is a little easel card from Peace on Earth. And this is my fave from this collection. This is also Peace on Earth. How beautiful is that? So we will be doing these on Saturday, 2 different kits. And this is $17.99 for 7 kits, including at least 2 specialty cards. And they're just beautiful. So very, very reasonably priced. I want to remind you, I think I already sent them away, that we still have quite a few of the cute Christmas from last week. The video's already out there. Can you grab those? I think they're on the top of your stack of Margie cards. Whew, it's warm. Bryce is saying, no, it's not warm. This is what we did last weekend, and I just want to remind you that this kit is still available. We got 9 cards for $17.99. If you did not buy the Craftaganza, this is a great value for you. This is So Much Fun. It includes shaker tape and acetate. So Much Fun. This is Merry Christmas. Another little shaker card with Merry Christmas. So 9 cards, $17.99 from the, oops, let's show him right side up, from the Merry Christmas set. So very cute. Okay, I'm working on the cards for next week. Next week we're doing Snowy Christmas. We'll have the donkey set. We'll have a snowy cottage set. And I am also working on another set of fall cards for next Thursday. I need to get those done before Brittany's here so she can put those kits together for me. So that's what I got for you guys. So you know that the next, well, tomorrow we have Fabulous Friday on the website. It will start at 12:01 Friday morning. And it will go until midnight Friday night. The specials are good for one day only, and everything in Fabulous Friday is half off. On Saturday, we will be right here with you, and starting at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern, we'll be doing those beautiful doves, the Christmas, and the other one, oh, Merry Christmas, my dear. And then on Tuesday, we'll have our $2 Tuesday. Wednesday, we'll be back with What's New Wednesday, and I expect that we'll have a lot on What's New Wednesday next week, since we just got boxes and boxes and boxes of good stuff. And then Thursday, we'll do another fall card set. So hope you had fun with this. If you did, hit that like button and tell me that you like it. It makes me feel so good when I see that, and it lets YouTube know that they can feel good about recommending us. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. You're not going to want to miss a single episode of what we're up to. We're up to all kinds of good things. What day of the month is today?
13th.
The 13th. So I can't tell you what day I'm going to do what yet, but 2 days from now, on Friday, is the 20th anniversary. No, Saturday. On Saturday is the 20th anniversary of Simply Special Crafts. Somewhere between now and the end of the month, we're going to do something fun. And yeah, so lots of good things happening. I'll keep you posted on that. Keep your ears tuned for what we're going to do. We'll do something fun. And I think that's it for today, unless you have any questions, comments, or pearls of wisdom. I'll give you just a minute if anybody has any questions. Okie dokie. I'm going to say good night, Gracie.